Unleash chaos! True power! Sorcerer Lord! My mastery absolute! Boon of Sinch! Sorcerer of Sinch! Agreed. Sorcerer of Sinch. I go. Better than Van Horstman. To ruin. Moving fast! Torment is yours! Mortal magics are nothing! I go! I will see them burn. Moving fast. Yes, they'll see. Sorcerer's bolts. Moving fast. See who wields true power. Take this, mortals! I go. Wipe them out! Moving fast! I pluck their souls from their bones! I go! Worship the flux! I am the only constant. I will see them burn. moving fast. Very low. I need their souls. I go. Sorcerer's bolts. My god's call. Sorcerer Lord. The Raven spawn. I foresee destruction.
Darkling Prince.
I serve no master but the Dark Prince.
Now! Now they will see true power. By the Eldritch I see. Brothers of destruction! Belakor. We shall weave the fates.
I dreamt of a time when I flew across the steppe.
By the eldritch I see. Yes!
Always ready for a headbutting contest.
The tribe consents. Bring death. To be honest, I'd rather be raiding. But you have my time. Outstanding.
Lord of Shadows, the First. Call me Master. Moving. Spread the darkness.
I must keep my holy vow. No!
March. Follow me.
Need a boon.
Chaos! For the gods of chaos!
God Maker.
Do not frustrate me.
Hunger. Endless hunger. Doctor on call.
Welcome. Let me keep you in the shadows.
Existence grows gray and empty.
For chaos!
Do not touch the damned prince.
I know it from yesterday. When I look this way, my microphone doesn't pick it up as well.
We shall weave the fates.
He'll run away. Still good. All right, good. But yeah, I don't know what I want to do. Maybe I can put a poll up or something. I'm not sure. And he went all the way down into here.
You dare.
Because he's gonna take that.
Move.
Just come here and see what he does.
The 4 token. All goes to plan.
Because I wanna, like, I'm playing Claw in my own time. So I really like Skaven, so I'd like to play Skaven, but I'm still kind of figuring out how their new food mechanic and everything kind of actually works before I jump in and play a campaign. But a part of me just wants to do that for that reason as well. So I don't know what I'll end up doing tomorrow morning.
I shall scar you.
Jesus.
There are shadows within. The first.
Alright. Good. So yeah, I don't know. It will definitely be streaming tomorrow. I just don't know what at this point. I need to think on it. And, alright, good. Oh, you got bigger hit points. Alright, good stuff. Rank up and channeling stance. Does he have that one too? No. Okay.
God Maker.
Second favorite character is Snickage and having trouble managing. Yeah, like, so in my Claw campaign, I actually bumped up. I let Morgur like destroy a bunch of the settlements down here. Like he took Magritta and the settlement that they put in over here, as well as this one. Like he blew up all of those, and then I came over here, took whatever this settlement's name is from him, and then he was like in like raiding stance, so I ambushed him and was able to just completely kill Morgur by like turn 10. And then I actually developed this province first in Astalia, and then did the tier 4 Skaven Blight after that, because Aranessa has gotten a little bit of a aggressive buff, so she declared war on me and is actually attacking me quite a bit in my campaigns. I just took Miragliano from her. Excuse me. But yeah, it's definitely not. It's just different because high Skaven corruption now doesn't give you food. The more untainted you have, the more food your settlements generate, and vice versa. So the more Skaven corruption you have, I think it provides bonuses regardless, but it just one gives you food and one doesn't, basically. So.
Moving now.
But yeah, I'm still getting used to it more or less. I'm still trying to understand, because the armies are basically the same. You know, nothing's changed with their armies, but just their like their main faction mechanic of food. I'm still learning the adjustments and whatnot. So nope, because I want to beat the piss out of Thrawn. So yeah, I'm conflicted because I want to play the Warhammer 2, Warhammer 1 races, just to see how they compare, to the new races. But I also want to play the new races because they're new, and I don't have as much experience with them.
Do not try to tempt.
Everyone, just bring it on. so they blew that up.
Manipulated. What? You have my promise.
I reckon I can beat Azazel even if I'm in Force March.
The first damned.
I set a trap for them.
Shallows.
Beyond even quiet.
I wouldn't mind stealing the Sword of Cain from them at some point. Nope. Night Runners don't stock anymore. Only the higher tier ones like Death Runners and Gutter Runners. Ooh. Which, like, I know it's something people can do, but like for fighting like sieges and whatnot, like doing the stalking thing, like for me that just gets, like, I don't enjoy that. You know, like, it's obviously something you can do, and I get that it's a very viable thing to do. But if you do that in every like battle, you know, then you're not like getting experience with those types of units, you know, because when you finally get into a situation where you need to actually like fight somebody and use the units, you don't really know how to do it because you can't, you know, stalk your way to victory kind of thing. You bastard. We'll be fine here. It's not going to be a Pyrrhic victory. But just want to get rid of his army. But yeah, that's definitely a nerf. I also, I was just like last night I was going through the factions in the menu and seeing their like faction effects, their lord effects. Mazdamundi seems to have gotten a little bit of a buff. They gave him a like 50% increase to the range in which he can cast his spells, which it's nothing like ward saver or fit resistances of any kind, but being able to cast spells from a longer distance is definitely nice. Especially when you're a slow moving toad like him. Alright.
Sorcerer Lord.
They can't really flank me. So let's do the opposite and flank them. They really, I don't see how they are going to do anything to us here.
The Changers my orders. I bring a tempest. I need their souls. Moving fast. I am the only constant.
I love how the AI always takes a defensive position nowadays. They always just sit there. Every single time. I really don't want to kill him, because that's my unit. They all have... We need to get rid of this unit. Very shiny. I hate when the AI seduces me too. Well, usually I'm playing as demons, you know, like with Warhammer 3, so I'm like, you know, it doesn't matter if I don't actually kill the unit because they're going to disintegrate anyway. But in this case, I can actually, you know, I can actually get my unit back because it's just a marauder unit, so they won't disintegrate. As long as I don't completely kill them, I guess. But yeah, we just need to get rid of the mirror guard as... there goes my unit. That's alright. That's alright. Alright, let's just blob these guys up a little. We don't need to be like in a perfect blob, but we don't need to be this spread out either. Not bad. Not bad at all. Mirror guard. They've lost a lot of health, but they don't want to just die. I want to try out Nakari for sure too, just because he actually has a challenging start now, going up against the High Elves in Ulthuan. Because in the Realm of Chaos, I mean, if you ask me, his campaign in the Realm of Chaos is pretty freaking easy. You know, being in that corner by himself, like his big threat is Scarbrand, and as Nakari, you can handle Scarbrand fairly easily. Don't turn that way. It's alright. We're winning. Here. There's just, you know, there's tons and tons of factions that I want to play, and I can't do everything at once, and I also want to take the time to actually play the faction in depth and do it right, and not just, you know, throw it on easy and auto resolve and come to you guys and be like, oh yeah, this, you know, you can just do this in this campaign because it's really easy when you play on easy. But I never play on easy. Don't enjoy that. Plus, it's really not terribly hard right now anyway. I need to kill him. Just get rid of the hero. Good. No more hero for you. Ah, shit. Don't run away. Go faster. We won't get him. That's alright. He was in Force March though. It was more for the post-battle loot, but yeah, thank you guys for hopping in. It's good to have you guys here, and again, thank you all who came from Livestream yesterday and are coming back today. Thank you very much. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. But yeah, I'm trying to do like 30 to 40 turns into each campaign that I'm really interested in playing. So I'm just kind of getting through my Festus little like small playthrough. I'm starting in Akit Claw 1. I want to do all of the Warriors of Chaos and the Champions of Chaos. I want to go through those guys, even Valkia, even though I think by the looks of it, she's quite terrible. But then yeah, it's just getting through all of the Warhammer 2, Warhammer 1 races that received an update, just to see how they play basically. And really for the dwarves, you know, I want to get into Ungrim because of the melee, you know, however you look at it, the melee buff or the melee, you know, like equalizer, I guess. Hey, Sedgel, welcome to the stream, man. I'm a very hard normal enjoyer. Yeah, I do very hard campaign and hard battles, which I've been thinking about bumping it back up to very hard battle difficulty. It was just that on Warhammer 2, I still don't. I don't enjoy the massive buffs in Warhammer 2 that the AI would get just because they get those buffs, right? No, it's not like they beat a certain lord or they did something like special to get them. It's just to get those types of like buffs with just because it's the game gives them to them is a bunch of shit. If it was like the Warhammer 3 and Warhammer 2, I'd play on very hard, which is why I'm contemplating about buffing upping my battle difficulty again. But since it's a beta, I'm thinking they're just going to, kind of increase the AI aggression and more cheats again. So that's why I'm not like just jumping back onto the very hard bandwagon. And not that, it's all of it is subjective to each person. I just don't personally enjoy the AI getting, massive, insane melee cheats. I don't want a Skaven Slave unit to be as good as a Great Sword unit and that kind of thing. Like, I think that's stupid. I don't enjoy that aspect of it, and I don't enjoy having to work around it and not using no. I don't enjoy the AI just getting, extreme just buffs basically like that, Like if they earn it, fine. Whatever. Good for you, but
Inconsequential.
Ungrown feels good now in my opinion on very hard. Yeah, and like I know the
Belakor.
I know the ability like Journey to the End or whatever ability it is for Slayers, like for entities won't die.
Lord of Shadows.
That's still like 75%. I
Skill
was
acquired.
hoping they were gonna bump it back down to 50% of their health, so they were essentially stronger for longer. But that's all right that they didn't do that. But even with that, since melee overall has been adjusted, it's definitely something I want to give a go.
Yes.
Attack me, bitch.
You are not as depraved as I.
He's got 36% physical resistance. I'm really tired of these guys just coming and like they're literally just coming and like sacking, not occupying, not growing.
No.
They're just not doing anything to really push. They're just content with where they are, and it's annoying me. I don't know where the hell they're going or you're going. Attack that chick.
Yes, my lords. I will, for your gifts.
I cannot rewrite reality.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose that.
Master.
If you only need to sacrifice your play style to accommodate the AI difficulty, there's a point where fun gets sacrificed, and games are meant to be fun. Exactly, that's where I'm at. Like, and in Warhammer 2, I really like. Just in general, I enjoy missiles. I enjoy magic in Warhammer. Like, I love that. But, after I got, like, 2,000 hours into Warhammer 2, I just got extremely bored with the game because, playing on easy and normal is just not fun for me because it's too much, it's too much of a joke for me personally. Like, there's just absolutely no difficulty to it at all. You don't have to care about the decisions you make. You can just, breeze through it, not think once about what you're doing. But like, oh man. But like with other stuff, it started like just making the game not fun for me. And like Sejo was saying, like, I stopped trying to play what I thought I should, what I should play to be a streamer, and I just started playing what I knew I was going to have fun with, and ever since then I've very like my love for the game has drastically changed with Warhammer 3 and Warhammer 2 for that matter. I'm enjoying a lot of things much better, and that's in with that, if you play on easy or normal, like that's totally fine. Whatever you have fun with, that's fine. And that's the thing, is that you're playing it to have fun. I just think it's really hard, not to convince others, but to convince like yourself that you don't have to, subject yourself to playing in a way that you don't enjoy, just because someone else tells you to do it. Because it took me a long time to kind of like not like realize that or get over it, but to just accept it and be like, you know what, like it's, I don't want to, buy a $60 game and invest who knows how much other money into a game, and then get bored of it within a year because I have to play one way with every single faction, just because of the difficulty I play on, just because of the cheats that the AI gets. Good point, says, well, in Warhammer 2, I tried playing Ungrim on very hard, and goblins would hold on to the near end. Right, and that's, like, stuff like that doesn't make sense. And welcome to the stream, Bonnie. It's good to have you here. Stuff like that doesn't make sense. Like, if I'm going up with, Chaos Warriors should not lose to Orc Boys, or, stuff like that, Like, I don't want to have to be recruiting Chosen to deal with basic Marauders or Clan Rats, something, just two very extremes. Like, that's not fun for me. It... yeah, just boop them. In the end, it's a game, and you're supposed to enjoy it. Everyone should play at a level that suits them. Why should I not enjoy a game? Because in the eyes of other people, it's wrong that I play at a certain level. Exactly. And, like, for me, like, I just, for a long time, what is his trait here? Leadership and weapon strength. So, hero spamming. And, again, that's where I finally, like, for a good while into me starting my channel and streaming, I was like, well, like, if you want to stream, you have to do this. No one's going to watch you if you don't do this. And, I had myself, like, convinced for it for a while, I guess. And then as time went on, I realized that I was very, very quickly losing my, like, enjoyment and love for the game. And so I wanted to stop playing the game. And then even when I started playing factions that I actually really enjoy, I could tell that I was getting bored sooner because, it's just the same thing over and over because of that. So I personally, because of that, am really happy with the melee adjustments that they made in Warhammer 3, and I hope they keep them. I hope it's not something that they revert the game back to, post Immortal Empire's beta, where it's just like the game now kind of thing,
The first.
Because I think doing something like that would be a massive step in the wrong direction for the game. But that's me personally, because you can just like how other people be like, oh yeah, like just play with a mod, or this mod will make it fun. Be like, fine, if you want to up the difficulty, find a mod to do it. Play on legendary. You have things at your disposal just for people that play on lower difficulties because they don't enjoy something else. Totally agree, guys. Dwarves are very tough. As Belakor, I could never capture 8 peaks. Funny, in my Ikit campaign, Belagar got wiped out by Durthu and Orion. Durthu came all the way down and took whatever settlement this is, and then Orion took his capital. So yeah, Belagar is wiped out in my Ikit campaign by turn 29. So that's interesting. That the Wood Elves have gotten a little more aggressive. Time to bring you to the party.
Even the Lawmaster.
And playing at a hard difficulty makes all the doors unbreakable. Yeah, like it's just, you know, and I think a few years ago, how am I doing? What do you mean, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well. But, you know, like it's, I think a few years ago, to be a streamer, that's what, you know, that was kind of what was expected. Where, you know, if you were going to stream, people wanted to see how you played the game on the harder difficulties, because playing on the harder difficulties meant that, you know, you, like, understood the game, you mastered the game, so you had, you know, like, the authority to tell other people how to play the game. But things have changed now where you still have that market, you still have those people, and that's fine. But then you also have the people that are just playing it for fun because it is a video game, and people just, you know, like what I hope this chat is, you know, the just the atmosphere where people just enjoy talking about the game, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, just wound him, give him some extra experience. Who cares? You.
Lord of Shadows.
That's in my. Isn't that in my, I can't think of it now for the life of me, but
Such a thing is impossible.
Festus campaign. You're in my Festus campaign. Oh, and you're getting like 600 kills a battle.
I was the
So yeah,
absolute
you've been eating your Wheaties, Cedro, for sure. You've definitely been eating your Wheaties. It wasn't this one? Are you sure?
They shall fall.
Did you get unnamed? Well, screw it. I think the game unnamed it then.
I shall
You haven't died.
you.
31 B Cooter says, bro, your channel is exploded. Yeah! Legend. Oh, I spelled your name wrong. Yeah, it's. There we go. Legend raided me yesterday. Yeah, it's. There it goes. Legend raided me yesterday and made like a deal with his stream or his viewers, where if they got me over 500, he would stream more Scarbrand today. And so they, you know, being the great supporters that they are, and of course, obviously Legend, they got me over to about 600. So yeah, it was a great stream for sure. Alright, I want to come down here. Excuse me.
The gods direct me.
I need to come down here and just get rid of him.
Unto slaughter.
Spend one turn.
My lord Sinch agrees. You have my promise.
Just force march here, and then we'll attack Aaron next turn. Took me 13 years to get 942. Nice. Yeah, it just. I mean, before that, like, I mean, the community is really great. You know, I obviously wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for people like Legend and Mercy the Mad, Dame Offensive, and other people who have raided me in the past. I mean, the whole you know, kind of content creator camaraderie is, I think I'm saying that right, is really great. So everyone does a really good job of you know, just supporting each other. You know, it's not like a competition of where we're all fighting against each other. It's kind of a just joint, you know, understanding, because I mean, growing a channel is really hard. And so, you know, for, you know, Legend being where he's at, that has like 440 some thousand subscribers, you know, helping, I still remember him helping Mercy the Mad, you know, Dame Offensive, Radiant Ash, like all of their channels. I feel like could go back to at one point where Legend gave them a few, you know, huge raids, and people, you know, they didn't obviously get it. You know, he's not responsible for getting them the tens of thousands of subscribers they have now, but you know, he allowed for them to get their foot in the door, basically. You know, because it's very, very hard. You know, speaking from experience, to get your name out there in a like any gaming community. Any gaming community is really difficult to get into. It's one of the things when you have that audience, it's great because you have that audience, but it's getting to that point, you know, because, you know, like for Warhammer, you have Legend, you have Dame, you have Mercy, you have Anticity, you have McCoy, you have Major Kill, excuse me. You know, you got all of these people, Great Book of Grudges, Lore Master of Sotek, all those guys already making content on it, and then you're like, you know, you're this little person, you know, coming out of nowhere saying, you know, hey, I make content too, you know. So it's, which, you know, if the community was any different and it was just a, you know, fend for yourself, like, oh, this Lemon Pledge guy is trying to stream now, like, fuck this guy, you know, like, you know, we're not letting him grow his channel. If it was like that, you know, it would just be game over. You know, you'd be wasting your time trying to start a channel. You know, if the environment was like that, because you would never get your feet off the ground. You know, you would never grow. Just think of, and even with that, think of all the nightmares that would bring, and the toxicity it would bring among streamers and whatnot. So, you know, it's fortunate enough that the Total War community is the way it is among streamers, and mostly across, you know, the board in terms of viewers and whatnot. It's really a great community to be a part of. I mainly stream D&D, and that community is so toxic or extremely saturated. I never got into D&D like growing up, so I guess, you know, for the most part I don't have a comment on it, just because I don't know what it's like. But I've just seen my fair share of communities that are very toxic in its nature, and you know, it's very. I mean, it never affected me because I didn't play those games to begin with, but it's just, you know, like if you're just like bored, you know, say you're playing Warhammer 3, and you're just like, yeah, watch Legend stream, you know, whatever, or whoever you watch, you know, Akoi, Great Book of Grudges, any of those guys, you're like, yeah, you know, I've been watching them for a while, let's just pop into, you know, something else just to watch something for fun. And you go on there and people are just like bashing each other, you're never gonna watch that stuff again, you know. It's going to immediately deter you from ever, you know, trying to watch something different again among that game.
Blue Shadow.
Lore Master of Sotek has some great lore videos along with Great Book of Grudges. Yeah, I love their videos. I really enjoy listening to. Which I do that with a lot of people. Like, I go to Legends just to kind of watch and be like, okay, like, that's interesting. Just, you know, different tactics you can do. I really like Mercy the Mad's streams and videos for kind of like research and like science stuff he does. You know, if I'm trying to play as a faction and I'm like, I know this faction at the moment is struggling with, you know, confederating or whatever it is. I think he's been cranking out quite a few confederation videos lately. You know, I enjoy stuff like that. You know, everyone just kind of has their own little thing that I really enjoy. League of Legends community, for example, very, very toxic. That's another game I've never played. I'm in the African Child, and it can be very toxic. Very. Says seems the community is very less interested in the competition between the streamers and prefer to help each other to increase the community. Exactly, and I think that's something that's rare. You know, it's. I feel like that's just something you don't see a lot of. Not only in like Total War, like a Total War community, but just in gaming communities in general. I mean, you know, playing like sports like NFL or Madden or stuff like that, a lot of that, almost all of that is completely, you know, like multiplayer basically. You know, you're playing against each other. So like that in itself just breeds the opportunity for people to, you know, basically hate each other. You know, but fortunately enough, you know, the content creators and, you know, for Warhammer 3, you know, they just, it could have gone either way, you know. It could have been where, you know, people actually just be like, nope, fuck them, you know, I started with nothing, they can start it, and if they start succeeding, well, then we're gonna have issues because they're potentially taking my viewers. It could have gone that way, and luckily it didn't. 31 Be Goodness says, gotta go, bro. Love watching your channel succeed, man. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you being here, buddy. Come on, how have we not received the army losses yet? Sedgewo is about to hop in here. There we go. He's so freaking good. Which I'm curious. I haven't gone to the Total War page in a while. I was watching Legends stream earlier today. And there's a update coming out on the 6th. I think that he was saying was announced, or maybe just something that he knows, but he said on September 6th there's an update. I think it's like a rebalancing update basically. And I guess Belakor is a big not contributor, but like a big part of that rebalancing. So it's going to be interesting to see what they all do with that. Sedgewo says, let me pledge though, you're legit one of my faves. There's you, Dame, Great Book of Grudges, Cody Bonds, and Viking Nets. I appreciate that, Sedgewo. I enjoy watching your co-op campaign streams with Grim as well. I really like that. You know, I know your channel, obviously, it's, you know, I shouldn't say it's really any different than mine, because it's not, because yesterday we were basically right on par with each other. You know, but I really enjoy your guys' atmosphere, like, playing together. I think that's really cool. I think the first one I ever watched was you guys playing Dwarves, which was like it was over a year ago. And then you had another one where I think you guys were doing a Scarbrand, and I really like watching those live streams. I really do.
Take it from me. The first damned.
Yeah, don't let them break. More money. Yeah, I need that other army down here.
A step too far.
Alright. And let's... Ooh, good. Could start going with the Aspiring Champion stacks. He was Scarbrand, I was the Siege... I think so. Yeah. Y'all are gonna die. Alright, what does she have? She has nothing that can, you know, damage me with. He has no spells. I could just blob up. Yeah. They all have next to no armor. Yep, they're dead. I have to get a new modem. I'm wanting to upgrade my internet another tier. That's why I've had to dumb down my OBS settings a little bit. Because we ran out of like data for the month in terms of streaming and whatnot. But I just gotta get there. Grim and I went hard today, but I can't stream. I gotcha. Depending on the issue with the modem, your company may, fix it for free. That's what happened to ours. Which there was our company was messing with our internet as well, but according to them, the modem that we initially got when we moved here was faulty, basically. So they gave us a brand new modem for free. It's
Pestilent marauders!
I don't know what's going on. Alright, there it goes. Sorry, my YouTube studio froze. So it wasn't showing that we were actually on the campaign map, but we're at sea. We're on an island here, so that's cool. They have the attention of. Do you guys have AT&T? Sometimes they. No, we have GCI. It's in Alaska. You basically have three options in terms of internet. You have internet where I don't remember the company names other than GCI, which is what we have. But you have one company that you're basically just throwing your money away with how slow the internet speeds are. And then you have another company that's kind of in between, like being fast, but also relatively cheap, but still really not gonna provide you great internet. And then you have GCI, that's just they basically have the monopoly on it, if you ask me. They basically hold the power in Alaska in terms of supplying internet to people. Mainly because, they actually took the time to make sure the internet they provide is fast, and so a lot of people come to them for actually good internet. Therefore, because of that, they charge more for it. But it's nice to have good internet up here, so I really don't mind it too much. Plus, our landlord pays for a portion of it because it's in our contract. So, but I mean, if we owned the house and had to pay for it ourselves, I'd be a little more skeptic about getting super nice internet. But since we don't have to pay for all of it, we only pay for 70. Or probably 60 to 70% of it. It's definitely a nice bonus to have. We can plainly send us a new one. It was refurbished, same thing as what we already have. Then for you to contact another company. Yeah. Well, one thing too, I don't know if this could be the case with your guys' Cedro, but for ours, for example, whatever our plan is technically called, we basically have a terabyte of internet usage, right? And our total amount would get to 60% use, and then our internet would just plummet in terms of speeds, uploads. You could just definitely tell something was going on. And so, we contacted them. We're like, hey, we don't know what's going on. Can you look into our account, etc., etc. And so what they found was whatever they did, I don't know if it was just a scheme by them to get people just to upgrade their internet so it would be faster, but they dumbed down our internet, which they're not supposed to do until you reach your limit for the whole month. But they did it when we were at 50% use of our internet kind of thing. But this time it's definitely just something that I used a lot of it with streaming and video watching. I gotta cook dinner. I'm watching, but my hands will be covered in raw chicken, so can't type. We have unlimited. Yeah, that's what I want to get is unlimited. But with things going on in our life right now, we just need the money elsewhere. But that's also why I did set up the Patreon account that is linked with the channel, just in case people want to support it. They definitely don't have to. Which I only say it once. I don't like talking about it much. But I do have the link to it pinned in the messages above. By no means is it any shape or form a requirement to be here on a stream or to subscribe or the Discord or whatever. It is merely individual choice. If you so choose to become one, great. And if you don't, that's totally fine. But... Alright. Come on. We're shooting into some trees. We got some shields. Alright, let's slow it down a little bit. Good cast. Clip them a little bit. The only thing I'm worried about is them having just too much ammo. And just over time, they're just going to do too much damage. But they'll start just melting. But yeah, we're already taking quite a bit of damage. Already taking quite a bit. He's doing quite a bit, but... one more to be imported. Yeah. Well, I think... that's a lot of work to do, and I've never modded before, so I definitely don't understand how much effort, energy, all that stuff takes. But it's just gonna be a lot of work for the modders for a while, just because they do, it's not like Warhammer 2 where the game is finished in sense with like Warhammer 3. Like the game is, like for Immortal Empires, it's obviously the beta, so things are going to keep changing drastically for a while. So it's a lot of potential work that they're doing. And then, a week or two later, the mod's outdated again, kind of thing. Yeah, they're wasting a lot of ammo, but we're just not inflicting enough damage ourselves. I mean, it's a level 1 army. No experience. Nothing other than Burning Head. If we were leveled up and had more experience, we'd be fine, but... we are not. Like 1-to-1 in terms of damage and kills. Yeah, we're just not gonna have enough here. Try and get one more cast in and then see if we can retreat. Yeah. We weren't going to win that. We're just too low of a rank. I was gonna be really annoyed. Yeah, which I was worried about that when I went to get rid of Bretonia. But I also thought Nakari was gonna put up more of a fight, and then he didn't. Basically, like wherever I've gone, like people in the opposite direction have declared war on me. So I went to Corone to deal with them, and then Azazel declared war on me. And then, since I was in Corone, the High Elves, I met the High Elves, and they instantly declared war on me. And then I backtracked to, you know, deal more, like, in the north part of the Empire. And then, Musalon, Kemmler declared war on me. So I'm trying to put out a bunch of fires. Well, he didn't completely die. Well, that's good, at least. Didn't completely lose the Lord. They weren't able to keep pushing after me. But... I definitely could use some allies of my own, but unfortunately, Belakor pisses everybody off. Got some mammoths. Wonder when the chaos. I would imagine it's going to be the next big DLC. Would be my guess. Because they already, obviously, like the lands are already there. They're. I think they're going to be the next one. Because they'll be where in the realms of chaos, Boris used to be. So if I zoom out. They're going to be, because you have Cathay here, you have the ogres here, so the Chaos Dwarves should be like right in here. And then obviously you have like the dwarves and greenskins and whatnot. So Chorv Train, choo-choo. I'm very excited to see how they implement the Chaos Dwarves. So you know I'm curious to see how they go about it. But since this, you know, with Immortal Empires, with this Chaos DLC coming out, I imagine they'll wait a little bit and kind of mess with this DLC a little more, flesh it out, let people play it, let people buy it before they just crank out like 10 DLC and are like, hey, come play this game with this DLC or, you know, whatever. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the barrier replenishment, right? Alright, Heinrich is about to die. He'll move. But then we'll deal with Elthari. That's a shit army.
The Dark Master.
I'll try to set an ambush for me. It's always like that. It's like they're waiting for the moment you declare war on something in the opposite direction to them to stab you in the back. Yeah, like I came down here, then had to go back up here, and now being back down here again.
Misguided.
And the High Elves,
Alariel's champion.
they actually don't have any enemies but me. Because I think they actually ganged up. And see, that's what's dumb, is the High Elves, like, allied or confederated and teamed up. You know, defeated Nakari, now they're on me. But if you play as the High Elves, you'll never be able to confederate them, especially by turn 56.
All superior to you.
Alright, what do I want? Really don't need too much. I guess the best one would be to go down this way.
Innovation.
Alright. Alright, alright.
I foresee destruction. My prayers are answered. The gods smile. Yes. Test me at your peril. My lord, Sinch. You dare.
Ah, suck it.
Yes. Chaos.
Good stuff. Oh, what happened with OBS here? There we go. Alright, well, we got out of that predicament.
Far beneath.
Alright.
I'd wither first.
Heinrich, you're about to die.
I shall scar you. More throws.
Spell resistance for the army. Garbage.
Lord of torment. March.
Just force march back here. Protect that one.
Shadows.
Does he only...
Damned.
He's got quite a few settlements at least. See, it's really weird. Like I'm seeing a lot of factions like expand and actually taking territory where normally they're just very passive and they don't do much.
More power.
Actually, let's get them regeneration. Let's just keep going down the Nurgle line here.
Shadows clear.
Alright. Alright, let's do this siege first. I almost forgot about doing that one. But yeah, I wonder with the Chaos Dwarves, because basically the Chaos Dwarves are just, they don't care about using magic. So I wonder if they're going to have like their own lore of magic, or they're just going to be able to abuse the piss out of rune magic. You know, because dwarves are just like, you know, they're not, magic can kill them, and the Chaos Dwarves are just twisted by it, obviously, because they don't care. So, you know, I just don't know how they'll go about it. You know, I'm excited for it. I just don't know if it's just going to be rune magic, but upgraded rune magic, or if it's just going to be a complete, like, actual lore of magic with it. When it comes to trade agreements, I hate it when the Order Tide faction refuse to trade with you, especially if you're Empire, High Elves, and Dwarves in Bretonnia. Yeah, well, a lot of that still happens just because of the, like, it happened in, what was it? It would happen to me all the time, and it still does now, playing as a, like, evil faction, where, you know, you're a Chaos faction, and then you know, throughout the campaign, you expand, you get stronger, you know, you meet other, like, Chaos factions, and then that Chaos faction has, like, negative 40 relations to you immediately, because of the great power penalty, which, that's like, you know, it's just, for the Order Tide, it just seems backwards. If you're the Order Tide, you want people to, like, come together and fight together. So yeah, if someone looks like they are power hungry, you wouldn't like them. I get that. But if you're Chaos, where your whole, like, being a Chaos, you know, like, believer, all of that stuff, you're just all about death, destruction, violence. You know, you just love the fact that people and things are dying. And then you meet another faction, and they actually hate you for doing that. Which, you know, they'll either declare war on you, or you won't get treaties with them, even though it would make economic sense for both factions to benefit from that trade agreement. You know, it just, I just feel like they need to, like, Creative Assembly, I mean, just need to, like, change that a little bit. You know, kind of like the Lizardmen. I can't remember what trait it is, but the Lizardmen factions can get a trait where they actually love it, or the Tomb Kings do. The Tomb Kings, it's like the it's like love, power, or strength, or something like that, where the stronger you get, the more like good relations, like bonus or buff you get with that specific faction, because they prioritize power and strength. And I feel like that's what every Chaos faction should be like. Within your same faction, like if you're going against like Sinch and Nurgle, who hate each other, if you're playing as Village or Kairos and then you meet Kugath or Festus, you know, then it should not, you know, you shouldn't like each other. Those two factions wouldn't like each other. But if you're playing as like Valkia and then you meet Khorne should love you for the amount of death and destruction that you're, you know, offering to the table, kind of thing. You know, and obviously with Festus and Kugath and whatever, just whatever Chaos like specific faction you're, like demon faction you're playing as, kind of thing. I think according to the Lord they should have their own with the good. I'm very excited for that then. I just hope they take the time to do it right and they don't rush it. Like people are gonna have a lot of time on their hands to play Immortal Empires and, you know, get, whether they've gotten the DLC for the Champions of Chaos or they haven't. You know, if they haven't, okay, it gives them time at least to figure out, you know, do I want to get the DLC or do I want to wait? I'm gonna bring the guy over here just to regenerate some magic. You know, and then if they play it enough and they like it, they're like, okay, like let's try this first DLC. So I think they want to give people time to test it for themselves instead of just like, here's like 2 or 3 DLC. You know, have fun, you know, playing all of them and figuring it out, because they want to release it, let people have time to play it, and then come out with the next one when it's kind of like broken off. Like, who knows? They could already have the Chaos DLC completely done. I have no idea. And they're basically, you know, they're just sitting on it, waiting to release it, kind of thing. I would imagine, you know, being a company and wanting to be prepared, it's somewhat like that. You know, in case people just really hate the Champions of Chaos DLC and it just stops selling. That way they can be like, okay, here's a new DLC. You know, have fun. But I'm having lots of fun with it, so going with that thought, I hope they leave it as it is for a little bit. Damn, that's really good against armored units. I just want to thin them out a little bit and make it easier for my Marauder units, which I'm getting close. I can start upgrading this guy's army too, which is very nice. Ooh, that's bad. Damn it. Yeah, that missed. I'm still learning, which I've used it numerous times before, but drop that down on them. Maybe I would think it would be like a New Year's thing, like assuming, because what, it's August, so I bet it would be like Christmas or New Year's is when they would release the next one, because that'll give people like 4 or 5 months. Like if it's a huge success and people are really enjoying the Champions of Chaos DLC, you know, plus that'll just give them essentially more time to really focus on Immortal Empires as a whole. You know, like, okay, like we don't have to worry about releasing, you know, the next DLC just yet, because, you know, people are just really enjoying the current state of it. So let's just keep the Chaos Dwarf DLC in our back pocket for a little bit until, you know, it starts dying down, and let's just focus on the game itself. But it could be the opposite, where people are just like, okay, like, fuck this DLC, let's move on to the next one. Then they're like, okay, well, let's just release it, get it out there, and that way we can, you know, give something people to play, give us feedback, while we're also able to keep working on the Immortal Empires as a whole. It's better to ping pong. I've been thinking about it, you know, just in my head, like, I've been thinking about it, because I'm just wasting this guy's regeneration right now. Christmas would be perfectly honest. They have been planning on Greases as Gross Santa and Chaos Dwarves as a co-op stream. Oh, that'd be funny. I know Radiant Ash did like a cosplay campaign as the Chaos Dwarf modded Warhammer 2 not too long ago. I think it went well for her. I watched some of it. I didn't watch all of it, but I was able to watch some of it. Alright, let's bring these guys in. And then you guys can go attack the Forsaken, and you're fairly weak, so you get to stay and hang out. I honestly thought the Chaos Dwarves were going to be the pre, you know, buy the game early, like DLC, but obviously I was wrong. Because I personally am not a huge ogre fan. It's not that they're bad. They're you know, they're a strong faction. Just very similar to like the Tomb Kings for me. I just don't enjoy that type of like faction. It's just not for me. I don't enjoy that playstyle and all that stuff. It's just, I would just prefer to play something else. She was Maratha yesterday. Oh, nice. Oh, on Warhammer, like, I know she had done it in a like Warhammer 2 stream. I was like, oh, that's weird that she went back to Warhammer 2, but obviously you can play as Maratha in Warhammer 3. But I think Creative Assembly is aware that a lot of people want Chaos Dwarves. So, you know, I'm gonna look quick on the Total War homepage if they've announced another one. Doesn't look like it. It's just a lot of tweets of them promoting some content creators. So yeah, I don't know when the next one is coming, but potentially after the next like update for Immortal Empires, maybe after that is when they will announce the next DLC. A few weeks after that, kind of thing, unlike their roadmap stuff. Who knows? Alright, let's keep moving on. We're definitely going to win. I just need them to get a little... I don't want them to be evading my magic anymore. I actually need them to stand still while I cast stuff. I like the big beefy boys. They're really strong. I've played a few campaigns with them. I don't enjoy them. I've tried, I really have, but just not my cup of tea. Yeah, you are a problem. But who knows? You know, it's just like the whole camp thing. Like my thing, if you want to make the camps better, I think, which I do think they do need to be improved, is just how you can, pick up your own camp and go in real life. That's how it should work with the ogres. Like if you pick up a camp, you shouldn't have to completely destroy it and lose all of your progress on it. You should be able to just basically pick it up and then, pay a certain amount of money to do it, and then be able to pop it down again somewhere else in the map. Because as you expand, those camps become, they obviously are making you money, but in terms of like recruitment and whatnot, they're further and further away from your front line. So it's almost kind of like going back into like Warhammer, like Rome Total War 1, where you have to like backtrack forever to get reinforcements or things like that because your recruiting centers are so far away. I would think they would implement something like that, and if they don't, it's fine. But for me to enjoy the ogres, I think that's what I would be looking for, something like that. I suspect CA is actively aware of being grim. They have added patches that wreck the stupid things we do. They're definitely a company that have eyes and ears everywhere. Hey Anon, welcome to the stream, man. Says, I ended up recruiting a new lord in the higher tier units I want, then march him up to my front lines. Yeah, I guess that's a lot more, doable with the supply line changes in Warhammer 3. It's definitely more doable. Come on. Right, the Secret Chariots, I was going to say, the Secret Chariots, these Chaos Spawn, and the Aspiring Champions are definitely the big chunks of balance of power. He needs to get out of there.
I plucked the souls from their bones.
No.
Wipe them out.
Too much of a chance that it just doesn't actually hit.
God of magic. Ultimate sorcery. Moving fast. Sorcerer Lord. Nurgle's pestilent glory.
Let's just triple speed it. Fly him over and pop down the Helm of Discord ability. Not bad. Probably could have been better, but not bad. Good. Move from a place. For a realistic point of view, you should be able to move it from one place to another, really, because you would have a limited amount of camps. Yeah, it's not like you have infinite amount of camps you can build as the Ogre Kingdoms too. Stuff like clicking really quickly on the first loading screen of the game. If you click fast and over to your first loading screen, you can see the full screen. Tips or quotes on the bottom. That way the camps were pitched early on implied you would keep it there, then you can move it. But in practice, you would have to delete everything and make a new one. Yeah, it's very true as well. Just occupy it. I mean, by that I mean just let the player like spend money. Like hey, for I don't know, depending on the level of the settlement, say like spend I don't know, 5,000 gold and keep your, you know, camp at this level when you move it or something like that, you know.
Let us corrupt.
Alright. Money. We're working towards tier 5 in some places. Yep, more money is always good. No. Alright, just save the money. Let's check out our armies.
Belakor, you have my promise.
Alright.
Let us corrupt.
Good. Alright, and he's very quickly about to become a demon prince himself. We're definitely going to lose Marienburg.
The Dark Master.
Do we have anybody that likes me?
Twist
Clan Mulder.
Mangle Iktok. Louis Gorlev. Kazak Outline Gozius.
What a bitch. He is allies with Festus, though.
Death before life.
Festus will like me more because of that. Oh yeah, I want to do a Cursor's Boon. Let's see. I like. Oh, thank you, Cedro. Thank you very much. Let's see. I would like one to be able to pop down in Ulthuan. But let's pop one over here. That way, if we need to, I can just teleport a little faster. Let's move on. Gee, I do appreciate everyone being here. We have lost a few subs, which I don't blame people. A lot of it was just to get me over 500, so Legend would do his stream today. He's just gonna sack and just. But I do appreciate everyone that did stick around. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Those of you who are new, because obviously that is what I'm aiming for. Is that, you know, when I do gain some new viewers and subscribers and whatnot, that you guys actually do enjoy it and you do stick around. So if you see something that you are enjoying, you know, if you want to, feel free to let me know. Or if something that you think is just completely stupid or idiotic, you know, feel free to let me know as well. Just make it constructive and not just harassment.
Welcome.
Alright.
Let me keep you.
Yeah, they're my vassal. Okay. So, they sacked Marienburg and then took Grunzint. Completely stupid and moronic. No, you're not.
My eldritch eyes see.
That guy I could kill.
Now they will see true power.
This is absurd.
Just get you out of Dodge. Get you over here. Alright. What did I unlock? I didn't spend any. That's alright. Alright. Start with Belakor. What can we do?
Damned.
Do I get some choice? It's part of your gimmick. Hey, whatever works for you, man.
This is right.
Alright.
I will not blight my soul.
Yeah, I need a second army down here.
Maker.
Really.
Not in this world or the other.
Alright, well maybe we start with you first. Blow that up.
Slaanesh will reclaim his treasure.
Jeez, he's still...
I have no time. I have no time for insect.
Nope.
I see.
Now,
Darkling Prince.
Right,
No. I need him to come back down where Belakor is. That'd be the big push that I would need to get rid of these guys. Yep. Bump up to you to tier 4. Alright, and then what am I doing with you? So, I have a few options.
Prince.
Barrow Legion, okay.
The 4 token. You may think that.
So I could just get rid of Heinrich Kemmler. Just blow all this stuff up.
Lord of Shadows. Time to die. You know what
Tormentor Sword's pretty good.
Harbinger.
Do not like the disc, so take him off that. Good, we got a War Shrine, which is what I wanted. Sedgewell, we can make him a little more tankier. Belakor, yep, more health is always good.
The first.
Yep, that's fine. Alright, the next turn we'll take out Carrick Ziflin. He's basically been completely negated, which is good. Feud with the Dwarves. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. A lot of factions expand a lot in Warhammer 3 Immortal Empires than what I'm used to in Warhammer 2, which I'm fine with. It's just, you know, I'm still learning a lot of, you know, like what kind of, just more of like what to expect kind of things. Ooh, I unlocked another one. That's what happened. Okay. Let's do this. Yeah, everyone got the 50% missile resistance. Good stuff. Good stuff. Same thing here. Empire campaign flows very differently now. I'm trying to get used to the new faction placements. Yeah, I was in Legend stream earlier today, and he was saying that people have told him that the Empire factions right now, other than Marcus, but like the people that actually use why can't I think of it? Prestige is like completely different now. Mainly because of the Confederation issue, but it's just vastly different. Which is, you know, I'm not a big Empire player, so like meh, like, you know, whatever for me. But for people that really like the Empire, I mean, that's huge. I mean, that's, you know, that's your core mechanic that you're messing with.
You need a boon.
Yep, they're gonna die. Next turn. Yep, tier 3. See, the funny is they can keep sacking all those settlements and it just doesn't matter. It just really does not matter.
Bring ruin.
Get you.
Chaos. My lord, sing.
He could actually probably go and deal with Throg. Sorry. Alright, let's just keep bringing you down. Just blowing stuff up.
Hunger for souls. Take heed. The first. The 4 token.
He's so freaking good.
More power.
Ended up. Central says ended up on the worst possible end of a feud between Dwarves and Skaven. They are both with me. Who are you playing as? Is that the Dwarves and the Skaven like you? Did I didn't unlock a second one. Yeah, it's just these two. Okay. Electors die so quickly you can't keep authority up, so they lose loyalty, and you end up in a downward spiral. It's manageable though. It will just take a few playthroughs to learn the new system. Ah, I gotcha. I gotcha. Alright, let's upgrade these guys. Boom. That army just got a lot stronger. Oh, missed at war with. Okay, I was like, wow. I was like, how'd you manage to piss off the Dwarves and Skaven?
Do you think you can tread the shadow paths as I?
Sure. Actually, no. Torx from Brindle. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, Beastmen are a faction I want to play again as well. There are so many people I want to play as. It's unreal. Other than Bretonnia and Tomb Kings, like Bretonnia and Tomb Kings are the only two races in the whole game that I don't want to play. You know, I want to give everybody else a proper playthrough. You know, see how they've changed, see how they've gotten better or worse, depending on how you look at it. We're gonna have to fight that one manually. There's no freaking reason I should lose that manually, or have that many losses manually. I'll tell you what, let's recruit another exalted hero. Yep, that's fine. Bring him down.
Need a boon. Oh, never.
Harbinger. Call me God Maker.
Boom.
Shadows within.
No, not worth it. Alright. He'll try and attack something.
Lord of Torment.
Alright, Sedro is immortal. After 3 failed tries, I'm now on turn 40. Mostly have the situation under control. Most major threats to Reikland are now gone. All the electors are still alive. Hey, there you go. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how a playthrough of the Empire goes for me. Cause I think the first one I'll do will be god damn it! Why didn't I fight that battle? Will be Balthazar Guilt. Have fun, everyone. Love everyone here. Y'all be great. Hey, see you, Sedro. Have a good night, buddy. Dealing with 2 greenskins invasions. Grimgor coming to beat your ass, is he? Torch slowly turns to stone when casting magic, so the best spellcasters don't move their legs. Ooh, I wonder if they're gonna give them, like those guys, like the spellcasters, like some wicked mounts, so they can still move and cast. That would be cool. Yes, please. Bonnie says, "How are the endgame scenarios? I haven't played long enough to get them." From what I haven't hit one yet. I want to adjust that, I think, as well, and get them to occur sooner. But the Vampire Counts and Tomb Kings one, I've heard, is sort of meh. But in watching other people play the greenskin and dwarf like endgame tide is a very painstaking
spread the darkness
playthrough. So depending Warzak from the south and Azak from the east. Oh wow. Did Warzak confederate Grimgor, I wonder? Because he's right near Scarbrand and those guys. So I wonder how he got out of that nightmare.
The first demon.
Come on,
prince.
Tyrion. Come at me with your garbage ass army.
Have my promise.
They just won't fuck off. I just want to get this guy some experience.
I veto this.
Corrupt.
No. No.
Got a lot of corpse cards. And it's the Duke.
I foresee destruction.
Alright, tell you what, let's come over here. Go into ambush stance, see if we get one of them to pop up. Alright, and then you... we need to launch this attack. Yep, it's fine. This is the end of Azazel. You are now my bitch.
The spoilers come. By the Eldritch I see.
Alright, now. Time to force march him back.
Yes. Bring ruin.
And things are going to change very drastically for many of people here. Yep, it's fine. Alright, let's move on. The Grimgor starts near... Oh, that's right. Sorry, I totally forgot. Yeah, Grimgor got sent out to BFE. Becomes a Skarsnik with reduced upkeep and recruit for gobos is saying you can make gobos almost free with one mushroom hero too. Ooh, very nice. I saw he got moved too. He's no longer over by the Empire, like where Belakor is right now.
You summoned the first prince.
Yes. I don't want to worry about the East. I want to get rid of the Empire, Bretonia, and move west.
Yours is not to question me.
Bring it. Bring it on, you sassy, tree-hugging bitch. I like the idea behind upgrading units. How does it work in practice? Does it work well, or there's some... Oh, it works great. Yeah. Works really well. So... It works really well. I mean, and you can change it at any time. Once you upgrade it, though, you can't, like, downgrade it. So you can only go up or go sideways. But, you know, if you know, hypothetically, I don't know, say, I'll take Belakor's army, right? So say Tyrion is here with a bunch of dragons or a bunch of eagles or whatever. I can take all of my regular Chaos Warriors and just switch them to the Halberd variant, so I have more anti-large. And then once they hit a tier, you know, I can upgrade them to Chosen, or if I want to get Chaos Knights, I can do that. But it's really well, or it works really well. I really like it. There's really no downside to it. As far as, you know, I've been able to tell, you know, it works the way it should. It works really well. Alright, well, it's gonna have to fight that one manually.
Attack.
This is absurd.
Because yeah, let's see who's actually a threat. Bastogne has one settlement, so they're garbage. Artois has 2, which is right here.
You dare.
Mousillon is nothing.
Honor before glory.
The placeholder is nothing. Throg is nothing. Carcassonne has 5. Kemmler is about to die. So yeah, High Elves are the big threat. We just have other factions in our way. That's really annoying. One of the magicians from the legendary heroes, they're supposed to have half his body is made of stone. And he built some kind of machine to help him move. So maybe at some point the wizards will become something like half robots. Ooh, that'd be cool. See, I'd be down for stuff like that, you know.
Beyond even Quaish.
Alright, you... Yep, keep marching back into that portal. And then you... What did they do with you? Bunny says, I wonder if they will bring Boris Todbringer as a playable lord, or even Gorfang Gutrot. I feel... obviously they don't have it right now, but I definitely feel like it's something they're going to do later on. At this point, I don't know why they wouldn't. People have been asking for stuff like that for a while. So I would imagine it's definitely something that they are, like, Creative Assembly is aware of.
Misguided.
Yes.
All right, let's fight this one. This shouldn't be too difficult. Vakuma says the biggest problem for me is the Chaos Warriors of Sinch look so much cooler than the Chosen. I've just gotten a Chosen unit, so I actually don't know how they look. But overall, though, I would definitely say so far, which it's not that it's a bad thing, but the Nurgle and Sinch marks on units are vastly superior to Khorne or Slaanesh. No, I forget it was either Radiant Ash or Mercy. Someone was saying that Slaanesh gifts were awful, and the best ones were Nurgle and Sinch. I don't remember what gift referred to. I definitely agree. Slaanesh is absolute dog shit. The only thing you get with Khorne is you get the passive ability Frenzy, which, you know, it's not bad. It's got its use, but Sinch, you get magical attacks and barrier. Nurgle, you get the poison ability. You get more defense. You get more HP. It's just much better in my opinion. Slaanesh, you get speed. Like, who cares? Like, just getting speed is not good in my opinion. Alright. Just don't want these guys to get shot.
Mutation is a gift. Think sees all.
Ooh, we can see the Sinch War Shrine. What's this one do? Immune effects is immune to contact effects is really good. There's the not bad. I like shit like that. That's cool. Well done. Whoever designed that, well done. Alright, Belakor, go have fun.
Swiftly. Shadows come for you, and I am their lord.
Oh, never mind.
Halt.
Alright, Sedrill's gonna come in here and have some fun.
Shadows coil. Get them. Rend shadow magic.
Don't waste your ammo. Look at that. And he's only gonna get stronger. But yeah, that is one thing. Like when I played a very brief campaign as Azazel, which Azazel himself is really strong. But as the Champions of Chaos, in any of their campaigns, which I haven't done Valkia or Village yet, but so far in Festus and Azazel, using like the actual demon units is not a effective way to are not effective units to be used by those
Warriors of Sinch.
Factions. Holy shit, forgot where I was going. They're just not good. You want to use non-demon units for those. But the problem is these these Slanesh marks and Khorne marks are just not that great, and so you know, like me personally, I want to use the demon units just because they're actually useful. But the marks of those, you know, you're able to buff the actual chaos units better. Khorne is better once you upgrade them to like Chaos Warriors or Chosen. Slanesh is just meh, in my opinion. They just don't have as good of they don't have as good of just like bonuses that the other ones get. You know, they're just comparatively speaking, they're just not as good. You know, they're just behind.
Very well.
All right, don't move. You come over here, and we're gonna shoot that tower down. See if I can actually blow it up. Yep.
My coronation.
Hellstriders don't feel like it. Yeah, Hellstriders are like the Marauder Hellstriders are absolute garbage. You know, they're just not good. You know, comparatively speaking, they're just not good.
So be it.
Rip out guts. Invoking the Fly Lord. Spill blood.
Sedgewell, look at you go, man. This.
Hear me. Feel the power.
Yeah, they're very, you know, just like a Slanesh unit, they're very squishy. You know, they dish out damage, you know, but they also they take more damage than they dish out in a effective manner. You know. But they're almost 13,000 health.
Belakor. Call me Dark Master. Executor. Harbinger.
I do want to play as Archeon, Kolek, and Siggy, but since I'm doing Belakor now, I think that's why tomorrow I'm going to branch into something else and just kind of play those guys in my own time, and then come back to it if I find something that's really insane and really cool that I'd like to show you guys. Then, you know, I'll stream it. But other than that, I definitely plan on playing as somebody else tomorrow morning for tomorrow's stream. So we'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, I don't know who I want to play as is my problem. Get rid of this lodestone. Just get rid of it.
God Slayer, scar them. Shadow magic. Yes.
Balance of power is already, you know, fairly in our favor.
Spell casting.
And you're gonna walk into that. Thank you.
Rend.
We've been playing as Greases recently, being so close to 3 legendary lords is really rough. I'm leaning towards playing as a faction that's in the Badlands, you know, Nightmare. But I don't want to play as Scarbrand, but I want to play as just, I think I want to do Manfred down there and see how he does. I do want to play Vlad and Isabella as well. Since they're like a duo now and not a separate, you know, faction, looking at the faction mechanics, it just looks like Isabella would be the one to go with because she can give Vlad 10 melee attack and 10 extra melee defense.
I am eternal.
Belakor looks like a Giga. Oh, 100%, dude. 100%. He's just. He fucks. That's all I can say is that he fucks.
Exalted hero of none. First damned.
Like if he wasn't, you know, a flying unit, I would have him rolling around by himself. I really could probably just, you know, like Sejo has regeneration, but he doesn't have much health. So like I would just roll around with these two guys and maybe even the sorcerers, and without the army just to save on money. But it just helps me not have to fight every single battle with him manually. Basically. Have you tried Eltharion? No, I have not. No, I have not tried the... I'm a little nervous to try the High Elves. Like, I never did the economy cheese with, like, you know, the entrepreneur cheese, which might be hard to believe, but I never did that. I didn't do the Eltharion, like, interrogate billions of gold, you know, exploit. I didn't do any of that, but the big thing for me is the Confederation problem, you know, like that's what I'm worried about. Like for me, I play the High Elves and the Empire to be able to confederate really easily, or at least later on in the campaign, and not have to have issues with it, kind of thing. So taking that away from the High Elves, I'm a little hesitant to play them because of that. Gorse is the new Vampire Count Meme Lord. 600% regen cap for zombies is OP. Oh yeah, I mean it's OP for Festus to provide I think 25%. So I can't even imagine 600. It's very possible if you pick Vlad and have Isabella hero, then Isabella can't get her mount because of some bugs. Ew. Isabella the hero. He doesn't have much. He's only got 40% right now. But that's because I have this ability active too. So that'll go away. Yeah. So, right, typically I just have 20% physical resistance. I haven't been lucky in getting items. Like, what, the Armor of Destiny, or Trickster's Helm, or the Talisman of Preservation. I haven't got any of those good ones this campaign. But I mean, every 2 minutes he's got at least 40% ward save, plus missile resistance is capped out. Spell resistance would be at 50, and physical he's at 70. But the big thing for him is his Blade of Shadow ability. Helps with his melee attack, but where is the Lord of Torment ability? So he typically regenerates pretty quickly. Oh, Krell's giving him a little bit of a hard time.
Legend domain. Where's the jewel?
Just, yeah, garbage, but kills are kills.
Belakor. Yes.
Nice.
Shadow magic. Gargoyle's reckoning. Feed me souls.
Alright, well, Crow's dead.
Break them. Feel the power.
Oh, there's Mr. Kimmler. So what's he doing? He's providing spell resistance. Oh, and he's healing.
Belakor. I am all gold.
Phone is in the dial. Hey, thank you for stopping by, Bonnie. Appreciate you being here. Thank you. Yeah, he's regenerating very quickly. He's not really good at like hitting single entities though either. Almost 140,000 damage. But he's causing all of these freaking things to regenerate. So yeah, just push him out of the way. That's fine. Just get him out of here.
Exalted hero of Nurg.
Zombies? Zombies have the hunt. Oh my gosh.
Lord of Torment. Belakor. Exalted hero of Nurg.
Yeah, vampire counts are freaking strong. There's the army losses though. As soon as we killed him, he was 160,000 damage. It's pretty freaking good. And that's the end of him. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be playing some vampire accounts. Maybe that's who we'll start as tomorrow. Do some Manfred action, maybe. I don't want to get rid of that, but I also don't want his army anymore. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. Excuse me.
Take it from me.
Good. One less annoying little twerp to deal with.
God Maker.
Good. Oh man, he's gonna be so freaking strong. Alright, Scroll of Leeching, you are garbage. Book of Asher, you are garbage. The Rod of Torment's pretty bad too. Ability. That's not bad.
The first.
But he won't have magic attack if I take that off him.
Dark Master.
Yeah, we haven't gotten too many. Tormentor Sword's really good. Another Helm of Discord. Yeah. Just haven't gotten too many, like, really good items in terms of ward save and whatnot. Good. Alright, he can step out. You know, stay in there. If they besiege me, they besiege me. I'm not really worried about that. Alright, you. Yep, that's fine. Alright. Like, look, here's a good example. They do get some physical resistance. as a Marauder of Slanesh, but they get 40 speed instead of 35. Like, who cares? Just not good. Not good at all. Alright, let's check our buildings. Minor ones don't matter as of right now. And let's actually save our money so we can get Albion to tier 5. And let's move on. Because of some error, it's not 600%, but 600 times. So it's even stronger than it should be. I remember watching Dame's video on it though, and it is still, regardless, an absurd amount of regeneration cap that is put on zombie units playing as Gorst. I feel like it's definitely going to be something like it's going to definitely be something like the Skaven money exploit that you could do with your lords once they hit rank 13. You know, where it was like 40% and then they nerfed it back down to 4. Something like that. It's definitely going to be something where it's going to be like whatever it is now to like, if it is 600%, it's probably going to be like 75 or something like that. You know, I think for some things they just put them in the game just to kind of see how people would react to it and see how like broken it is. That way they can just be like, okay, like, nope, that needs adjusted, like it's getting nerfed. Boom.
I foresee destruction.
Nope. Alright, let's do Siege again.
Ascension comes ever closer.
Good. Alright.
By the Eldritch I see.
Let's upgrade these two guys. Go Cinch. Yeah. Alright, money. How much? Do I need... Don't need this anymore. Ooh, money. Yeah, what the hell, money. Alright, save it.
First, damned.
Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be so easy. I could auto it. Belakor is still stronger. He's got 10%, 20% physical resistance, so I already have more than that. Yeah, we'll fight it manually. We're slowly getting to the point now where we're starting to push back against all of this constant sacking and invading. And very shortly, next turn, we should have that the other army coming along with us to push these guys back and start invading Ultuan. Which, if I don't continue this stream or this campaign tomorrow, I'm still gonna play it in my own time, and I'll just upload videos. I'll upload like screenshots of it from time to time, and let you guys know like where I'm at and whatnot. But I'm thinking for tomorrow it's either going to be vampire accounts. What else is another faction that would be that's been greatly changed that I would enjoy messing with? Greenskins, actually. I've been thinking about doing a greenskin campaign. Actually, let's check out the Chosen. I think they look pretty cool. Yeah, I think they look pretty dope.
Warriors of Cinch!
I see checkpoints. And, what do you mean? Where's, Nikai's campaign isn't bad now when you gotta rework. He also has an easy start location. Yeah, isn't he like where, Ind and, like, those guys, like that placement where he's basically, like, back against the wall kind of thing? Alright, let's get you guys up front as, like, a front line. Actually, you guys will be a flanker. Warriors with caps, or with capes look cooler. Wait, how you zoom in? So click on a, like, you don't have to click on a unit. It's just with your cursor. So just hover over something and then hit N. It does help if you actually do click on the unit. But so like for Belakor, for example. So like I have Belakor selected, but if I go up here, it zooms in over there. It just helps you focus a little more. And then once you hit N, just use your like toggle button on your mouse. And you can zoom in and out with it. But yeah, just hit N to zoom in and then N to back out. I learned that on Legends stream the other day, actually. Because I didn't know that either. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, they won't come down through there, right?
Slay every mortal!
Acolyte of change.
Ooh, actually, what does this guy do? No, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Because he's on the war shrine, right? Yeah. Allies and here we go. With each nearby spellmaster. Okay, then hell yeah.
Servant of change. Chosen of Cinch.
So he got tons of barrier.
We are the cannon.
And I want the war shrine to be providing his buffs. And almost, I have noticed, in any champion or any Warriors of Chaos campaign, you can just, like, you don't have to every time, but if you want to, you can just blow up in almost every single fight, and the AI won't be able to beat you. It's just good against everything other than, obviously, if the a enemy lord has a spellcaster, obviously then, but other than that, it's almost it's very difficult. I shouldn't say impossible to lose. It's very difficult to lose. Oh, I am just going to wreck you guys sideways. I don't want to sit here and waste ammo forever. We don't need to.
Feel the power. Swiftly. At once! Charge! Yes! Into shadow! I am all go! Get them! Now!
Don't even care about their melee units. Just need to get rid of their missiles.
Shade wings! At once! I seek! This serves! Yes!
Lizardmen, yeah, thinking about Nikai, I do want to do a Lizardmen campaign as well. But just, I gotta do it one at a time, though, is the thing. I don't have time for everything. Come on, fight the eagle. Fuck the eagle up. Oh, he just missed. Alright. He's fucking you up. Get out of there.
Into shadow. Spell casting. Get them.
Nice. Could definitely kick Alistair's ass. Oh, he used his potion of strength. That's why he was hitting me so hard. Cause he did that.
You will
Right, go kill that unit.
feel the power.
Cause he just needs to cause, yeah, wavering leadership and whatnot, and we'll be able to do that for him to start regenerating.
Ledger domain. At once. Spell casting.
He's lost quite a bit of health already. There, he's starting to regen. There we go. Stay after him. Whoa, who's shooting at me? Oi! Stop firing.
So be it.
Couldn't tell if...
I seek. Yes.
Who...
Raven's paw.
Oh, those fuckers.
Shadow Lord. I am all go.
Yeah, come get rid of this. I thought they were casting like spells on me. I was like, how? They don't have anything. He's the War Shrine.
Shadow magic. Break
Yeah, I definitely need to. Hopefully, we get a little luckier and start getting some, better items for ward save, because that's definitely what we're in need of.
feel the power. Fear me. Sorcerer of Sinch. Ugly. To ruin. Spell casting. art of deception. Sorcerer of Sinch.
Really?
Move out. Orbit energies. My coronation. This serves. I am all good.
Which we'll be able to sorry, I'm not talking much. I'm trying to do the fight here. We'll be able to regenerate with Belakor. Once he starts, people are wavering, we just run him down after basically anybody.
As is your will. Charge, Speedy. Very well. Challenge me. Destroy. Legend of me. Arcane torment. Sorcerer of Sinch.
I love these Siege like gift of chaos, or the gift of chaos for the cooldown. That helps so much. Which, if you guys are wondering why or how I'm casting these so fast, that is exactly why.
Sinch's spoon. Sorcerer of Sinch.
Who's shooting you now?
God Slayer. Break them. Feel the power. Shape wings.
Alright, you come over here.
I don't tear flesh.
How have we not gotten the armor? Like, I know they can bring troops in.
Spell casting. Sorcerer of Sinch. Yes!
Yeah, he can constantly be regenerating with these units. Alright, good. It's probably actually stronger than Tyrion, yeah. Tyrion's just still got a bunch of melee defense and whatnot, but by and large, he can. I would have reckoned he could go toe to toe with him. Plus, we have regeneration. Plus, yeah, I say Belakor will be regenerating. Good. Yeah, fuck all of you up. Kill Alistair. Oh, get some. Good. There goes Tyrion. So we'll get Tyrion's trait now. Hold your fire. The army losses. Nope, they're still just gonna keep sending them one at a time. Little do they know. Come on, army losses. Like, come on. Hit pretty good. I really don't know what they have in terms of balance of power left. I really am confused. There. Thank you. Jesus. Alright, let's just get him to regenerate the whole time. Not too bad. Let's do about 20 hit points every time he's regenerating right now. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, highly recommend checking him out. Really strong faction. Close victory, my ass. It's because we use all of our magic. 47 to compared to like 1800, but you know. What did we even... Oh, it was from the, So I guess they didn't end up doing much damage to us as much as I thought. But, oh well. I'm curious to see, like, with... I'm more, I guess, tempted to play factions that rely on melee. Other than Scarbrand, because I've played him quite a bit. Now that I've kind of figured out how to play as him a little more. But, like, greenskins, dwarves, which dwarves obviously have a lot of missile units and artillery, which is really good. But I've never used, like, the dwarven melee units, like, ever. But, like, the greenskins, I want to give another go. The lizardmen, I want to give another go at it just because of their single entities and their dinosaurs, and you know that's just cool. So yeah, who knows? I'm not 100% sure yet who I'm going to play as, but I definitely, that's where I'm leaning towards, is something that's more melee focused. So lizardmen, vampire counts, greenskins, that's where I'm at.
Belakor.
Good, another arcane conduit. Oh yeah, missile resistance, because you took a beating there. Hit points would be good, especially for those guys. Good.
All goes to plan.
Good.
Skill acquired.
Certainly not.
And we'll definitely run these guys down here. Vampires and orcs. Alright. I'll have to play a little bit after I end the stream today and just do some testing with it. And see which one I wanna do. I feel like Grimgors would be fairly...
Shadows.
I don't want to say easy, but just easier to kind of get going. Like, obviously dealing with Kolek early on is going to be something you have to worry about, but then after that, I feel like you can, like, okay, you can kind of take like a take a little bit of a deep breath, move back, and kind of, you know, or like lean back and be like, all right, where do I need to go? You know, that kind of thing. What's my next step? Whereas you playing as Warzag, you know, you're kind of like in the thick of it the whole time, just being in the location he's in. Let's see. Sure, let's just make him a freaking one-man killing machine.
Time to attack. The first damned.
Far beneath an archmage.
Tyrion.
So you still got a few armies somewhere. But we definitely put Tyrion a little on the defensive. Alright, these guys.
Let us corrupt.
Alright. Yep, let's move on. I don't think anyone's played Kemmler live yet. Okay. Kemmler is actually someone I really enjoyed. I did a Kemmler campaign in my own time, and I really enjoyed it. So definitely something I might look into. There's just so many factions though that a lot of people haven't played. Just, you know, like obviously you have your Warhammer 3 stuff that's, you know, newer, but a lot of things for Warhammer 2 and Warhammer 1 races have changed drastically. So it's really cool to see how those changes are coming into effect, you know, now with the update to with Warhammer 3, the new factions, just the new mechanics overall, the changes to the faction mechanics and whatnot. So some are obviously less affected than others, but you know, everyone for the most part is kind of learning, you know, how to play their favorite factions again to some extent.
Choose me, master.
Oh,
Beyond your
get rid of you.
comprehension. Yes, my lords. There is only war. My lord Sinch agrees.
Not close enough to inaccurate. Yeah, legendary lords that moved or had updates are what everyone streamed first, right?
Lord of Shadows.
Alright. So they sacked it
I will not aid you.
and then let them occupy it. Those pansies. Frickin' pansies. Alright, good. Hopefully these guys can win that. If they don't, at least they'll damage them a little bit.
I will not blight my soul.
Lord of Torment.
He's kind of just like managing stuff in the meantime. Sack and occupy it. Because no matter what you do, playing as a like Warriors of Chaos faction now, you'll never, unless it's a Dark Fortress site, it always goes down to tier 1. So, I mean, if you have enough movement, I always highly recommend sacking and occupying, because why not? Good.
Lord of Shadows.
Man, he's so freaking
More
strong.
power.
Have we gotten any good items? Can merge a few. That's it. Other than that, okay. Along with us, Empire fanboys. True.
The first Demon Prince.
All right. You. How are you looking after that win? You feeling good? Yeah, we're devoting him to Nurgle. The Nurgle devotion for the Exalted Hero is so good. So good. They get regeneration, like it with the Unbreakable. I've never seen them not get this one to pop up for a Boon of Chaos. Just really good. They can regenerate. They become absolute tanks. Their extra abilities here that they can get, they're really good. Really a fun hero to have in your army. It's really fun.
Moving now.
Good.
Chaos.
In case we go up against some armor. I can always swap them out if we don't. Alright. Could bring you down as well. But come up here and take some stuff from Throg. Yep, build walls, build growth. Got quite a bit of money. No. It's really not much to build. I guess get the favor from buildings, but yeah. So unless it has this dark fortress site, it could be a tier 5 Altdorf. And if you don't sack it for, like, you know, whatever X amount of money it's for, and you just occupy it, that's just money wasted. So, which, like, all of these smaller ones you don't make any money from. You can build buildings, like, you can get all of the materials that you can trade provide you a global bonus to, like, Marauder units of various kinds. Marble provides you a construction cost reduction by 5% for all buildings. But the settlements that don't have a resource to them, I try and sell them to my vassals, because the vassals can, like, the Norscan tribes obviously can, like, upgrade them and develop them and essentially make you more money by being, you know, by them being your vassal and making their settlements more valuable, kind of thing. But sometimes you won't be able to trade them just because they're not connected to it, which I think is kind of stupid. I feel like if you're a vassal of someone, you should, you know, or if you have a vassal over someone, you should be able to sell them any settlement you want. For example, if I go, you know, like, I can't trade them this settlement, Gisero. Like, they have to be bordering the settlement for you to sell it to them, which I think is stupid. So if it's not a dark fortress or has a resource, give it to your vassals. I would, yeah, because it. So, like, for the Longship Graveyard here, right? The only reason in Norska it's a little different because the warband recruitment, the more, like, corruption you have in that territory, the more recruitment you have. So Norska, I've held on to a few more of their settlements just because, you know, if I need to recruit an army, it's really easy to just instantly recruit an army up here in Norska. But like down here, down south, like if I had them bordering Gisero, I would sell it to them because it's not making me any money. Even though it has furs, like the armor, like actually the fur one's not too bad, but there's some others. Where is it? I know I have them. There are some that are just complete shit. Like provides missile strength for Marauder Horsemen or armor for Marauder Horsemen, stuff like that. Like you don't need that crap. It's not worth it. The Red Duke is gonna fucking take that. Come on, dude. Take it, sack it, whatever you're gonna do. I'm going to kill you for it. Alright. Summon from beyond faction leaders on it.
Mine now.
But basically, like if it's like a settlement, say like Aquitaine, if I could sell it, I would, because I can't make any money off it. I'm not going to be able to recruit much out of it. It's not going to provide me any benefit whatsoever. At least your vassals could develop it and have it make you more money then. But same with like Blackstone Post. Like it doesn't make me any money whatsoever. Like at all. But I can't sell it because I don't, none of my vassals border it.
Damned.
Let's come back up here.
Become the dark, Master.
They can't frickin' touch me.
Tribesmen, gather!
Just a
In Father's
fucking attack that settlement. Here.
Northmen!
I've been telling you to attack that guy for like 20 turns now, and he isn't. It's irritating. Conquata. No, it's pretty secure. But just in case. But yeah, the fortresses also are your money makers. So your big like recruiting provinces typically are there. You can unlock your capacity for heroes. So fortresses are really, really good. Yeah, all those are good. We're fine with for souls. Alright, you've moved, you're moving, and you're moving. Could probably afford another army. If I really, really wanted to. Just occupy it. Fucking idiots. This is what I mean. The AI is so... yeah, unit experience gained. They're such fucking
I foresee destruction.
pussies. Like...
Moving now. Yes, yes. What?
They're just enough to cause an annoyance, but they don't have the balls enough to, like, actually do something. Alright.
I am an Aryan reborn. Show me some.
Oh, they traded the settlement. Okay. So for Warriors of Chaos armies, it is best now to have mages as the lord. When I played them in Warhammer 2, I only used melee lords with the mage. Yeah, the so I'll recruit one and show you. So for example, this mage lord, right? Obviously isn't as good in melee, but has various bonuses. Has 4 mounts that he can get, which the regular lord can get all 4 as well. And get all. So basically, I gotta back up. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord and the regular like melee Lord has the exact same skill tree, except one has magic and one has like a melee buff skill line. And they obviously can do like a path to glory for you each one. So if I just recruit one here and show you. So if I go into the skills, like see same mounts more or less. He gets a chariot instead of an altar. Gets more like abilities for himself personally and does buff other units. But or else other than that, you know, it's just melee line instead of a magic line. And then path to glory. You know, he basically can become like a bloodthirster. If he goes Khorne, Slaanesh, it's, you know, it's, I don't know why you'd go with Slaanesh kind of thing. Or he can become a demon prince, which in the case he becomes, you know, he becomes a sorcerer at that point. I do want to do both and kind of see, you know, like which one I would prefer. Let's save it. Because this guy, I want him to ascend to demonhood. So that's why I'm waiting out on that one. But let's save it and just see the differences. If when you recruit the sorcerer lord, he stays a sorcerer, regardless of the path you choose. So if I go like undivided, he stays a sorcerer. But if you like devote to Cinch, in this case, it's one or the other. If it has this like little like a lore of magic on top, that means he's gonna get one or the other. But alright, let's see if I choose Khorne. So yeah, he doesn't even become a bloodthirster. He just becomes like an exalted hero kind of thing. He does get some other bonuses here. But other than that, nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I still feel like this is not as good as a sorcerer would be, My chat must be lagging because you're answering my questions without reading the comments. Yeah, maybe just refresh it a little bit, and that might help, I hope. Did the game freeze? No, we're good. But I don't think the Slaanesh one is much different. But the lords, or the sorcerer lords, are just they have a higher potential for damage output, in my opinion. Plus the exalted heroes, like if you want to have a unit, like a single entity that is like just super powerful in melee, the exalted hero is really strong. The Nurgle one so far is the best one I've seen. Because the Cinch one makes him a sorcerer, I think, regardless. I could be wrong. But the Nurgle one, he gets super, super strong. He gets regeneration with one of his boons of chaos. It's just really, it's kind of like the marks of Nurgle is how I look at it, where like all of them are good, or at least okay in their own way, but some of them are just vastly better. It's to the point where it's like, why wouldn't you pick that one unless you just want a pure like Nurgle or pure Khorne or etc. army? They're just vastly better.
The Dark Master wills it.
So yeah, with Slaanesh, it's just these are the same, but the mark like this here is different. Other than that, and then obviously you can then ascend again to demonhood through that lore of Slaanesh. So ultimately, it looks like you can become a sorcerer at the very end. But I mean, if you can do that at the very end, but you could also do it at the very beginning, why wouldn't you just do it at the very beginning? If that makes any sense. Like, why wait, X amount of turns, all those levels up? Because it is like, just like in the Realm of Chaos, where if you're at rank 15 and you ascend somebody to demonhood or upgrade them, then they lose half of their levels. So, I mean, you're talking a lot of time, a lot of battles, a lot of experience, souls to spend to upgrade that, just when you could have had the same sorcerer abilities at the very beginning versus at the very end kind of thing. Which you can also, I guess, you can never ascend them either and just leave them completely where they're at. That's totally fine too. But Belakor is definitely, out of all of them, the best one. Because he gets, in terms of like the aspiring champions, he has the bonuses from all of the Chaos Gods for the aspiring champions. So all of them can get like the Strider, regeneration, the extra armor piercing once you get like more than 80 kills for the unit and whatnot. So if you wanted to go with the aspiring Doomstack, Belakor, in my opinion, is the faction to do it with. Just because he has access to all of the Chaos Gods bonuses for that unit. Alright, let's get rid of you. Alright, you're sitting and waiting patiently. You, where are we taking you? Does Musalan only have 2 settlements left?
It's night.
Yes. Okay, good. Then let's go do that. Let's blow up our Tawa. Alright, let's occupy that one.
Attack.
Alright, you've moved. Just 1 second. Alright, well. Where is he? Oh man, they built walls. Or, shouldn't say they built walls because it's the capital, but they built extra defenses.
Destroy.
That one will be easy enough. Which we can upgrade some units here. I think. Or no, we gotta go one more rank. But tell you what, my butt's getting a little sore. I know it's not too long for a weekend stream. I'm still getting into the routine of streaming, in this case every day, and streaming for longer. Hopefully by next weekend I'll be able to go a little longer, but I'm just getting sore and just tired a little bit. Let's see if anyone is streaming, which thank you again for the everyone that did come. Yeah, Ragnarok and Mercy the Mad. Mercy the Mad is actually playing Festus. So I'll pop... mute you. I don't want to get in trouble. So yeah, Mercy is actually playing as Festus. If you guys want to go check, if I can copy it here. Is playing Festus. If you want to go check him out. Looks like he's still flirting with some of the ideas of different strategies of there. With that. So here is a link to his stream. I still haven't figured out how to do the proper rating thing. I'll have to look into that. But there's a link to his channel. Thank you guys again for all the support for this weekend. It's been great. Thank you all. Hope you guys stick around. I hope you stay subscribed to the channel. I hope you are enjoying it. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your weekend. And I will see you guys again tomorrow morning, bright and early, with another stream. More likely going to be a new campaign. But thank you guys again.